I'm Jackson Dunn, and you're watching Dusty TV.
Tell us what's been happening. We haven't seen you for a while. Welcome back to Airlie Beach.
Oh, thank you very much. So I'm from the Gold Coast, and I just finished a massive tour last year. I think it was like 250 shows or something like that. So I took 2 months off. I went home and I surfed and I chilled out. I caught up with friends and I ate good food and I partied and I did everything that just had nothing to do with music except for strum stuff for my festival and stuff like that. But yeah, just chilled and just surfed and get ready to hit the road again. But yeah, it's good to get grounded. It was good to. Oh, sorry, you can't even mic's not on. It was good to get to you know, back home and surf and get all that you know, scratch that itch that I've been sort of wanting to for a while.
Yeah. Bloody ripper. Well, tell us more about Strum. What's coming up, mate?
So Strum is a festival that I made up, that I've started myself, and it's sort of taken a life of its own. It's going really great, and it's in Agnes Water, Captain Creek, every year in October. The last one was just a toe in the water, just a feeler, and it went really well. So this year I've gone all out, and I booked amazing artists from all over Australia who all have one thing in common. They're all road dogs.
Road dogs?
Yeah, no one's sort of picked up on that yet. But
are we allowed to have a few little sneaky...
100%, yeah.
So who's coming in?
So I've got Marshall and the Fro headlining.
Yeah.
I've got the Lyrical, Salt and Steel. I've got Chev Wilson Band. I've got myself. I've got Lucy Gallant. I've got Noah Robertson. He's from Airlie Beach here. Yeah, the young fella. He's over the UK right now doing amazing things. I've got Tanya George from Melbourne. She was on The Voice. And I've got, this year I've got market stalls, I've got food vans, I've got a circus, I've got,
the whole kit and caboodle, mate.
I've got a, what do you call it, a carver tent.
What's a carver tent?
Well, you know in Fiji where they make carver.
Oh, no way!
Yeah, so this guy's got a carver tent, chill out tent. So shisha bongs and carver tent.
That's
and
sick.
Markets, so you can go chill out there.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be there doing interviews with all the artists. I've got the Diesel Gypsies from here, from Airlie Beach, and Dusty Records. Dave Helgi Owen's going to be there as well, doing his thing. So we've got a couple of Dusty artists on there. So it's going to be a bit of a road trip for you guys. And I'm going to set up a tent for you guys as well to do interviews, to bring the magic brush to Strum every year, and you can do interviews and talk to all the artists. So that's so they're pretty excited about that. Tickets are selling now on Oztix, called Strumfest, October 21st, Agnes Water, Captain Creek. It's like $60. Camping, you can camp there for 3 nights for $10 each. And what else is there? That's about it. Just music, camping, good vibes, and good people.
Mate, I'm excited. Like,
yeah.
Honestly, I'm buzzing.
Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, Strumfest.
Sounds like a full festival, man.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah, so every year it's going to get bigger and bigger. I was going to do another one this year, but I got a bit too much on my plate. So next year we're doing one in Agnes again, but also one on the Gold Coast and one in Cairns at Coranda at the amphitheatre in March, which is going to be called, it's a mixture of like organic music, like musicians with guitars and stuff like that, and DJs, and we're calling it Strum and Bass. So yeah, So that's. I was going to do it this year, but I wanted to do it justice, and I wanted to do it right, so I pushed it back as
Mate, good things come in good time.
That's it, eh? Yeah, so I've got a 5-year plan. It's all kicking off.
Yep.
And so merchandise, new merch will be up soon. You'll be able to buy all that.
So I've heard from the grapevine that there's a competition of sorts happening with you. What's going on with that, mate? Yeah, so I've started the competition. It'll be every year. It's called So You Think You Can Strum. And it's just a call out for all the musos who aren't on the bill this year, who want an opportunity to play at Strum at any of the festivals. I put on 2 heats before each event, like months leading up to it. It's called So You Think You Can Strum, and we'll pick 3 people from the competition to play on the Rising Tide stage, which is the second stage at Strumfest. And I call it the Rising Tide stage because I believe that rising tide floats all boats. So we're trying to promote and expose and get budding musicians out there as well who don't quite know how to apply for festivals, who think they've got the chops, and so you think you can strum. Here's your chance to get up there, get under those lights,
and perform for us at the heats, and we'll pick 3 people out of every competition to perform on the stage.
That's wicked. So what's the process for someone who would want to get up and try
Well,
this?
you have to. I'll leave the number. For my festival coordinator's name is Jimmy in Agnes Water. I can leave the number in the captions here or wherever they are.
Yeah.
But so if you want to give him a call or an email, and if you're in the area, Agnes Water, I think it's in August and September. I think I'll leave the dates as well. But there's 2 heats where you can apply and register your act. Duos, solos and duos.
Bloody ripper. Now, one more thing for the grapevine before we get into more questions. I hear you're a massive Taylor Swift fan.
I am, yeah. Massive.
What's your favourite song?
Exile.
Exile?
Yeah. With Bon Iver.
So, what do you reckon? Do you reckon we might be able to get a song out of you? Bit of Taylor Swift?
Huh?
In the interview?
Yeah, maybe later, yeah.
Yeah, I reckon that'd be good. Here first, Taylor Swift cover by Jackson Dunn.
Yeah, okay, we can do
One
that
and
later.
only Dusty TV.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Well, tell us more about life on the road, mate, and all this touring.
Mate, for me it's the only thing I know how to do.
Yeah.
So, and I feel odd, and it takes me a while to sort of settle back into normal life where I stay, like I get itchy feet real quick.
Yeah, full nomad.
It takes me a week and I've got to go. Because I just love the highway. My best ideas come on the highway when I'm writing songs or projects and stuff like that. So I'll get a bit of rubber on the road and I'll start thinking. I feel like I get stale if I stay around for too long. So I chose to live on the road about 4 years ago.
Yep.
And I've never looked back.
And
I absolutely love it. And it's got its highs and lows, but for me, mainly all highs. I love it. Like I said, I just spent 2 months on the Gold Coast, just trying to stay grounded, and I was well and truly ready to go again. Life on the road, it's either for you or it's not.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more with you.
Yeah.
So we've heard about all the good parts. Why don't you tell us about some of these lows you're talking about?
Well, it's I just remember like I always say, there isn't one place on the highway along the east coast of Australia that I couldn't point to and tell you that I've either broken down, ran out of fuel, or had a gig cancel, got into a town. So it's not all, it wasn't all smooth sailing. So there was a lot of times there I thought I wanted to quit, but I kept pushing, and I'm glad I did.
And it's good, that's just part of the adventure.
Yeah, and you just learn, and you learn to how to sort of overcome these things and sort of be ready for anything. Like I hear a lot of, musos want to go on the road, and I talk to them, and they're not really like ready, because like anything can happen. And if you don't make it to if you don't finish that tour, then if you book yourself a whole tour and then you're not ready to finish it, things happen. Then it falls back on you later. So you got to be ready and prepared to finish the whole tour.
Yeah, I think that's great, mate. Well,
yeah,
exactly that. Put yourself out of the comfort zone.
100%. Yeah.
It's not an adventure otherwise, isn't it?
Nah,
not at all.
I like it. I like being out of the comfort zone and living on the edge.
So we're back on the road now, coming back up from Gold Coast. So what's the next stop with this tour?
So I think the first gig's in Bundaberg, and I'm on the road for 6 months straight. Oh no, 5 months. I got 5 months in Queensland. I go from Gold Coast to Cooktown.
Yeah.
But like heaps of times around, and then I'm going to go to the Philippines in December for Christmas and New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to come back and it's January, February is New South Wales, down to Sydney. Yeah, so from Gold to Sydney, and then that'll be this tour.
Seems like you've got a pretty big tour ahead of you,
I have, yeah. So I'm flat out. I'm absolutely flat out, which is good. That's why I took that 2 months time out to chill out on the Gold Coast and hang out with friends and enjoy myself a little bit.
Out of the two, Taylor Swift and Jane's Addiction, which one would you want to see?
I love them both. Jane's Addiction just came to the country and I didn't buy a ticket.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I'm going to Taylor. So there's the answer.
So it is Taylor.
It's Taylor.
Taylor Swift, can't go wrong.
Meow.